Okay, this is video of catching a couple of mules that we'd like to have in the Jake Clark Mule Days sale this year. This is Becky. Becky's 9 years old, stands 63.5 inches at the withers, not quite 16 hands. These mules are running out in a pasture. It's about 200 feet by 600 feet, and it's next to a lot that has about 35 head of horses and mules that we use in our business, Mule Creek Outfitting. www.mulecreekoutfitting.com. That's all one word. I have to apologize for the videographer. There are some of these images that are on the blurry side, but if you watch the duration of this segment, you'll have a very good idea of the quality of the mules that we would like to bring to your sale. This is Becky.
Your saddle's out, Jacob.
Okay, here's Jacob. He's getting ready to saddle these mules. He's putting on his gloves. He's going to pick up the feet on this black mule. These mules have not been used since early October, when the early elk season closed in the hoback. We didn't have any late season hunters, so these mules have been standing around for the last 6-7 weeks. These mules do not have any bad habits, no vices. Pick up all their feet, good with their ears. They're just a very gentle pair of big mules. Now, I like big mules myself. These mules have been my ride. The black one has a, right here, 9 years old, extremely gentle. This would be a good first mule for a horseman that is not accustomed to mules. All of our mules ride with a breeching and a pulling breast collar. Yeah, this mule again has not been handled at all in 7 weeks. When she's being handled every day, she stands like a statue, be tacked up. Jacob's kind of perturbed at her right now. But either one of these animals you can get on after months of it without use, and they will ride right off. There's no buck in them. Alright, now the breast collar. I'm a little bit on the large size. I weigh about 275 pounds, and these animals are able to carry me around with ease. Okay, here Jacob's putting on the headstall. And watch how easy this mule takes the bit. She'll put the bit on herself if you give her half a chance. It's good with her ears. It's not head shy in the least. We use a snaffle bit on most of our mules. This one rides real good with a snaffle bit. And he's getting that throat latch on, and time to untie that mule and saddle up. Needs to get some reins on. This is Becky. We have an Amish trainer that we use for starting colts, and he has trained several horses to kneel or lay down. We're just getting started on that with these two. They should be kneeling down good to mount by sale time. I have an appointment to take these mules to Jonas Gingrich in February. He said he can have both of them working pretty good in about 6 weeks. All right, now he's got to get his reins up and on and get that lead rope up on the saddle horn there. Yeah, here he is, 16 hand mule. He's standing on the downhill side. It's a pretty good step. I prefer to stand on the uphill side. But the mule stands still, doesn't walk off. This mule has a pretty good neck rein, has a good stop, has a good reverse. Stop there, back him up. I use this mule to pull a pack string. This mule has been used in a local search and rescue. It's traffic safe. Crowds of people do not faze this mule. Both of these mules have been exposed to moose, black bears, elk, mule deer, dogs, and cats, traffic, trucks, tractors, skid loaders. They are not bothered by any of the above. Okay, so now we're going to the woods. Here's Jacob on Becky coming up to the creek. She just steps right down that steep bank, and he's going to point her right up the creek. Our creek's about dry, but we still have enough water that you can see that the mule kind of enjoys walking up and down the creek. We use this creek. We've got about a mile of creek that runs through this property. We ride up and down the creek, go through the sandbogs, sandbars, through the water holes, up the steep banks, over the deadfalls. This is our obstacle course training ground. We'll pull a pack string through these woods. By the time they can negotiate this, they're pretty well broke. This mule has a very nice smooth gait. Now I'm going to have him take this mule up the hill. This hill may not look very steep compared to going down into the hoeback, but it's relatively steep for where we're at. It's got a couple little switchbacks in it. The mule goes right up and down the hill. Takes good care of the rider going up and down hills. I'm going to take the camera over to the other side and maybe catch this mule coming down the other side. And you can see him coming down the hill there. Mule takes a lot of little steps. This mule is just fun to ride. If you can't watch this video and want to go ride this mule, there's something wrong.